Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. On the south side is the Cobalt Blue Grit. We got AyAyon. On the north side as the Black Hole Sasha. We got Zerglingstew. I wonder how Zerglingstew tastes. Either way, when it comes to the COs, this map has two bases. The HQ is covered by a cruiser. And we got a lander on dry land. Do know as well there's some slight differences. The person who moves first, the lander's farther away from the neutral harbor. We got two neutral harbors. Got a base down here, so it's going to be a lot of transporting back and forth. You only have one base on the map. This is interesting. Additionally, the Black Hole, the northern player, does have an infantryman already built on the island. Probably should best go straight for the base, though there could be argument going straight for the airport. I won't get enough income in time for a battlecopter, but maybe for a T-copter? I'm not sure. This map seems pretty weird to me, and I don't know any of these maps all too well. And let's get the music started. And I did adjust around some of the sound settings. I think I made some of these sound effects a little bit too loud. Also clicked the wrong tune button. There we go. So now this moving around sound effect should be a little bit louder, as well as the music is a little bit toned down. I think I got the audio in a little bit better balance. So let's get started. Don't really know much to say about this map. This map just seems pretty weird to me. I see no shores for people to cross over, so there's going to be a lot of lander play. Capture that property. There is a pair of column towers in the middle of the map, but there's only these single bases for production. So that's probably the base you're going to start building your tanks. They are surrounded by forests. Slows everything down. Both players heading towards the base, a lander established here. The shore's a little bit yellow, so look in the yellow tiles for which one's shores. Got an early recon over here. Maybe a little bit too early, because after all, it will take a turn for the land to get back over here and then be loaded on up. But like I said, I have no idea how to properly play this map. Going for infantrymen, so it's probably going to load an infantry into this lander as well. You see a slight difference in deployment and moving locations. Black Hole players heading down south, while Grit's heading up north. I probably should also mention as well, since it's so new to casting Advanced Wars by Web, Grit is the indirect specialist, plus 20% damage for indirect, plus 1 range on his indirect as well. Very powerful indirect, or the premier indirect CO. And direct combat units, barring foot soldiers, lose 20% attack. So mechs and infantry are still adequate, but everything else is just weak. So you have to more rely on the counter system to be effective. Battlecopters can be useful for Grit. Now more look at it, it's like Grit's going to have a hard time getting all the artillery established on this map. In comparison to Sasha, Sasha gets plus 100 funds per property, so she gets 10% increased income. Note that labs, comm towers, and provide 0 funds and do not provide any additional income. So she has plus 10% income, which is very nice. I have a feeling we may see a Grit battleship here to lock down the center of the map, but that's even then, it's probably not that great. Recon push way forward, we'll spot the Grit tank. Even the Grit tank has 20% less firepower. It will still punch holes in the recon. Yeah, I think I did get the sound effects just right as well. Right now, Grit does have now more properties. Offloads a tank and infantryman over there. Oh, I thought he had that one scouted. I guess not. Yeah, let's go back. I guess he didn't have that scouted. Nope. You scout out the recon. And funny thing as well, if you were to push forward with the infantry unit and start capturing there, it would provide vision because its infantry has like a vision about this far around. So, bit of a misplay there by Grit. Move into visible areas first, I guess. So Grit lost out on a free first strike on a recon. That's actually can be quite massive. Recon falls back, unloads a tank and infantry there. Sasha tanks will do just fine. Oops, I hit the next turn button. I was getting a drink for my drink. Catch out some of these sectors. Puts a hole in that recon. Could have potentially put 2 holes in the recon, but at least it's severely wounded now. Sasha's tank's gonna be out of range. Got a transport copter. Probably wouldn't be half bad transporting infantry back and forth. Sasha's tank was in range. I always forget how far these things can move. After all, 6 tiles is quite far. And now starting to claim the columns tower there. There are rivers here, which is traversable by infantry units, so it'll take a little bit of extra time. Good hit there on the infantry unit there as well. Looks like Sasha's making great gains in the initial part of the game. Does also put a black boat on transport not only the infantry, but perhaps repair stuff and refuel of the lander, I guess. Puts around with that recon, very nice. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That tank's in range again. That, with this many blunders, this may be already game over for Grit. Grit has not deployed any recons here. Grit desperately does need recons. He's the artillery specialist, which means you need recons to scout for him. Oops. Oops, I hit the next button, my bad. I lose track for a moment. I move my cursor off. Tank engages tanks, so Grit will take out that one tank, but thanks his lower damage, he didn't wipe it out entirely. It may be a good idea for this tank to try to fall back to the city, even though it's a bad idea to get repairs at this point in time. It's just dead either way. Sasha should try a battle copter. I don't think it's maybe too bold to try to save up for a bomber. Gets the first strike there, but thanks to property, Grit does weather the storm. But so far, 0. Oh no, he has 2 artillery pieces down south, so I'm gonna get those numbers going. But Grit may need to get out a artillery and tank there to help support the left flank. Battlecopter will help stabilize the left flank. Black Boat pull on the field. Black Boat could try a push over here and help prepare up the tank. I think Sasha just try to pull back that recon throw in the forest. Waste 2 actions. She does. Calm Tower being captured up. This one's captured. This one should have been captured a bit of time ago, shouldn't it? I may be losing track of time, but I'm thinking maybe the Black Hole player may have forgot to capture it at one point in time. For one turn. Market Crash is now enabled. Market Crash will allow her to remove some of Grit's power meter. But right now, she hasn't seen any artillery pieces just yet, which I suppose is a good thing for Grit. But she's also hasn't seen any recon units, which means so even the artillery pieces do get +1 range, won't really be able to hit anything. Does get an artillery piece there, very nice. Remember as well, there's only a handful of shores on this side as well. That's going to be a safe landing spot for an artillery piece. You can put the infantry here, an artillery piece in the forest, which may be a little bit dangerous. Does pick off an infantry unit there. 2 infantry units get picked on off. Loads up a tank at that lander. Unloads the infantry unit and the tank. Very nice. There's an artillery piece here. In actuality, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In which then snipe attack will not be enough, or what's called, yeah, snipe attack, super snipe. Battlecopter now deployed on the field. Artillery piece load up on the lander. But inside of that forest is a good spot for it, but a bit exposed. But he has plenty of vision nearby with the infantry unit on top of the mountain. At this point in time, he may need to pull out an APC to refuel it, or Black Boat. Black Boat may be a little bit better since it has a bit more flexibility to help prepare individual units as well. Takes out that 1 unit with the artillery piece, very nice. This is currently on top of a road, so no concealment, nor cover. Got 2 comm towers for Sasha. 1 for Grit. For now, at least. He's about to capture the second one. Unloads the lander with the infantry units. Maybe trying to get at the artillery piece out there. Tank gets a first strike on the artillery piece. That is not good. Like I said, no cover nor concealment. Takes out of that infantry unit. Does have access to sniper attack. How much is he willing to risk a snipe attack? This artillery piece is into enough forest, so it is concealed. And the snipe attack will greatly increase his damage. And +1 range. Market Crash and decides to not risk the sniper attack. Very nice. Generally, a better idea for Grits to use sniper attacks on the super snipes. Sniper attack and super snipe both provide the same amount of damage, which was what, 40%? While the difference between the two is just +1 or +2 range. So if you just need damage, sniper attack's all you need. Super snipes are one of those situations where you rarely have to deploy on the field. Just when you want the extra range. Otherwise, just go for sniper attacks. Good is there from the battlecopter. Of course, got a tank here. He has this artillery piece on a city there to get some healing. But this infantry unit could be taken out with the support of the infantry unit and the tank. Then the recon could try putting a hole into that artillery piece, but I don't think it'll get the wipe. Of course, got some tanks here pushing its way forward. Recon up here for reconnaissance. Of course, with two bases back here, you get a lot of stuff to push forward. So the black boat's been very useful for Sasha, while Grit needs a black boat. The transport copter is doing some good work. The lander is at 25 fuel. It's gonna burn some fuel. And the battlecopter, what remains of it, does finish off that artillery piece. Fresh one, finished off the other battlecopter. No anti-aircraft very far away. Loads on up. Dismounts there, sees both of those infantry units. Finish off that one. We'll capture that one infantry unit. Battlecopter heading down south. Recon, infantry. Recon push way forward. Sasha overall seems like doing quite well. Her value is significantly higher than Grit's. You can see here 127,000 plus 40 or 20,000 income, so she's effectively 147 versus Grit's effectively 114. So Sasha has taken a nice little advantage. So that recon or infantry unit. Trying to make a threat for the comm tower. This artillery piece will provide some good fire support, thanks to +1 range. But also, remember this as well, the artillery piece is on the forest, which means he can no longer dismount here. That's a vital movement point there. Great spot for the artillery, bad spot for the landers. Recon. Load on up. I think you should have sent this recon or lander over here and let this one get refuel. It's down to 19 fuel. Transport copter takes a hit. Grit's pretty close to a sniper attack. But if he does get a sniper attack, I don't think it'll be all that useful. Sees the tank there. Probably a good idea there's artillery piece there. Recon, trying to interrupt that capture. Does fully interrupt it. I'll probably lose the recon unit for it. Finds the tank. The battlecopter could engage a tank. Of course, you have to risk an anti-aircraft being close by, which there simply is not, but that's with our vision. He sees this artillery piece here, so he could make a gamble that there's going to be no anti-aircraft piece over there. And he will go for the gamble. There's probably a bit more ways to calculate how safe a gamble is it, because if you go from this point here, that is a shore, so that's easy. That is traversable land. So if there was an anti-aircraft here, there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So probably can't move there. So that may be safe enough to gamble if you really think about it. Tank heading down south, infantry as well, capturing some various sectors. T-copter backing on off, and that gets loaded up, boosted. Oh, got an APC there. Guess he did not want to interrupt the black boats. A very important job of transporting units. So, this APC is literally meant to fuel the transports. He's not going to take time to land. Actually, no. He should still probably pack up the APC and ship it out, because black boat's going back and forth between here and the port, so it still has a source of refueling. This battlecopter may go down. He is out of range, but there's of course a lot of stuff nearby. There goes that recon. Market crash now available for Sasha. Recon unit takes out recon unit. Artillery piece moves forward to this woods. It is probably too exposed. It's a great position if he can stay alive. He has concealment and a bit of cover, but no proper cover in the form of cannon fodder. These are penguins and not lemmings, of course. Infantry tank, battlecopter. Takes out that infantry unit there. Battlecopter engaged recon, and tank engages artillery piece. Takes out that infantry unit there. Sasha may lose some of these infantry units over here. It's quite a bit of infantry there by Grit as well. That's our 2 artillery pieces. Engages that infantry unit, and now the AA does engage the infantry unit. Manages to take a strike on the artillery piece as well. Grit's starting to disintegrate. Mark the crash, denies a snipe attack, but not entirely. This could be grabbable. Oh yeah, the sound plugin has like alternative sounds at day 15. It is day 15. Does get a hit there. Recon violence. There's snipe attack. Let's see. Oh, that was from this guy here. Remember, they're up the rocket range. These rockets or artillery pieces are effectively even stronger rockets. Good strike there from the artillery piece. Anti-aircraft gains some damage onto it. Finish off with 1 health one. Takes out the AA. Got still 2 battlecopters in the area, which he has no vision of. He has no recon in the center of the map. He does have 1 over here. He does have a recon there, wounded. Sasha's right flank has some reinforcing tanks he can push forward with, and she can do some good work with those. Another artillery piece there. Another recon there. And with sniper attack now consumed, this tank will soon to be out of range. A lot of losses there for blue. Eyeing for the comm tower as well. He can easily interrupt it. He can interrupt both those capture. He may not be able to interrupt this one now. I don't think that's incorrect because it's moving through those units, probably because I have the wrong player selected. Because this is a ocean, not a shore. A lot of battlecopters for Sasha. Blows up the APC as well. APC will be useful relatively shortly. There's a lot of battlecopters field. They're going to need a lot of field. Interrupts the capture. Gets the first strike from the tank. Blue hasn't made too much progress over here. Having the comm tower should be his primary focus here. As 2 artillery pieces, now they able to push and claim the region. But this side over here, he's starting to disintegrate. Grit does have some forces here, but nothing to really push forward with, just to defend with. Sasha's overall in a great position. Her value is also plus 50,000. Granted, Grit does have 25,000 in the bank, so she has about 25,000 lead, which is a significant amount. And you can see the increased income for Sasha is being quite useful. She has one more property, I think, than his opponent. Or no, 2. And the extra 10% income means a lot more income. Captures of a sector. I guess the artillery piece to help in that city to repair it on up. Sasha may forfeit this comm tower, take 2 more turns to capture well enough, but the battle copter should perhaps fully interrupt it. Interrupts that capture fully as well. And Sasha gets a mech shot and actually destroys the tank there. That's a pretty rare sight. And now that mech, there's a full health mech on the comm tower. 2 more turns and that thing will be captured. Probably best to use the 4 health tank to finish off the tank to save the mech. Good shot there. 2 health taking maybe a merge? I think a merge would be good. Or I get you my words and him taking out that unit. Very nice. Oh, stealth fighter. Ooh. Nasty. Stealth fighters can only be taken down by SAMs when they're camouflaged, only to get taken out by missiles and by other fighters, and I think other stealth fighters as well. Anti-aircraft units cannot reach them; they fly too high up for that. Aircraft carriers may be able to shoot down as well, but I don't think cruisers can hit the stealth fighters, even if they do have vision of them. I think you have to use other weapons. And Grid's already in the back foot. He does not want to take time to invest into a fire to the counter. Merge capture, trying to really catch the comm tower. It has 2 progress remaining, so base has to be fully wiped out. I highly doubt it's going to be left with 1 health, but it's still possible. Grid has a pretty sizable force here. You can start pushing towards his base and knock his opponent off that side of the map, and maybe go towards the HQ. Maybe he should just go straight to the HQ and try to go for HQ cap. Because he's in the back foot. After all, if you were to split this map in half like this, he may have vision that half the map, but he doesn't not provide any presence there, so he does not have half field control. So he should have the idea that he's on the back foot. Somewhat difficult sometimes to tell. And now properties being flipped as well, and these small advantages will make a big lead for Sasha. She's now ahead by 7,000 credits per day, funds per day. Even threatening the base, gets hit on the recon. We'll still be able to escape out there. Stealth fighter advancing. Stealth fighter, I don't know if that's enough to take on the cruiser. Strangely enough, it's actually difficult for cruiser to defend itself against the battlecopter. And she does have a APC in the region, so fuel's possible. Marker crash there. And also give him plus 10% attack and defense. Interrupts the comm tower. Now Sasha has a massive foothold over here. This base is being threatened. No nearby reinforcements from the airport, whether it even be something simple as a battle copter. At this point in time, grid bomber is not exactly great. That transport copter is almost out of fuel, 27 fuel. Slowly whittle down that one infantry unit. Artillery, artillery. Infantry, anti-air. Sasha now has a pretty sizable advantage, up by 30,000 plus 25,000 her bank, so 55. And the stealth aircraft did get the first strike there, did not do as much damage as I expected. Or defense stars, I don't think I really know how to comprehend that. And she is supposed to do around 30% damage. Only did 2 points of health. This may be a little bit inaccurate because that says 8. Yeah, I should do at least 3 points of damage. Maybe did she roll bad luck? I'm not sure what her bad luck rolls are like. Either way, Battlecopters did some good work there. Now the cruiser's down. And we'll infantry units one turn away from getting on top of HQ, and that's probably going to be game. Because kind of Battlecopter away, but that could easily get wiped out by the anti-aircraft. But it should be easy enough to put the stealth fighter in the way. And plus the forest there as well, just put something in the forest and that'll also prevent movement. Battlecopter trying to interrupt that comm tower capture as well. He has sniper attack, but none of his artillery will be in range. It is far too many battlecopters. This harbor is also camped. You can't necessarily afford a carrier for anti-aircraft purposes. Missile. Would he be desperate enough for a missile in this situation? He has 20,000 funds. I think he needs to solely invest into a fighter this turn, which will be quite painful. Artillery pushing up here. You know he knows he's fighting against a mass force on there, but it's also battlecopters. I don't know what Grit can do. Probably should have put the anti-aircraft piece there and just surround with infantry. Pop a market crash and then attack. Recon push way forward. Begins the capturing. He could. Yeah, it's a pretty much perfect vision around here. There's the Grit fighter, so that was the sole investment for that turn. Maybe, yeah, just surround the HQ of aircraft. The fighter will only take out one of them, and just body block the land and go for a HQ victory. And that's what he's doing. Falls back around the flank as well. And here's a dog pile. Yeah, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Pops the market crash. Nice snipe attack as well. Might as well. Gets trapped on a 1 health infantry unit. And Grit has surrendered. This Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest. Enjoy."